me, Archeon, and I want to make a new video today about updating our drivers. But what I want to look at here is possibly not using GeForce Experience and seeing if we get any gains in our performance overall. So we're going to go down to Chrome here. This will be in the description. It's something I saw on a different tech video by the same guy who did the Windows 10 debloating software for PowerShell. So if we go down here, you go to download NVCLEAN install. So this is actually the official build and all that. This will actually be able to customize and select certain features of the driver update that we want versus getting it updated from GeForce Experience. So okay, there's a few other updates here. Like, okay, if you need to get the latest version, if you already have quick CPU, just go click on the link here, go down. It's pretty simple. This will also be in the description of the video. This will just be part one, so this is just what to grab. Download quick CPU x64, and this will be like our full how to optimize, how to update your drivers. But these are just side things here. If you have any overclocking software, I would recommend updating after you update your driver. So we're gonna wait on this and get the latest version later because we're gonna need to reinstall it anyways. That's just a recommendation. You can technically leave this installed. I've done it, but I've had some weird issues with how it behaves, how it remembers the profiling. So it's better to just uninstall it, I feel like. So we'll go find programs. You could just go to the control panel and just uninstall a program. I guess OBS crashed, I don't know why. So yeah, so we go down, we uninstall EVGA real quick. Let's click finish. I know how to make a profile. I wouldn't worry about anything else. You can go get MSI if you feel like this overclocking software is not doing it for you. I feel like my games run a bit smoother. They don't crash as much. I don't know, with the overclocking overall, it just seems to perform pretty okay. So yeah, after you've uninstalled this, what you want to do is go also find DDU, but we're gonna have to restart in safe mode. DDU, direct driver clean DDU clean install. Yeah, this is a display driver uninstaller. This will actually uninstall everything from, actually I want the tech power up one. I trust that site overall. Let's see if this is the right. No, okay, I'm an idiot. Tech power up. No. Tech spot. You know what? We'll get the Guru version. It's not that big of a deal, I don't think. I think I've actually grabbed it from here before, but I did get one from Tech Power Up. I guess the link's not around anymore, but that's fine. We'll work with that. So this should start in 5 seconds, and it started, and we're good. So I'm like, cool, great story. Fucking OBS crashed again. I don't understand. So okay, you right click this. We want to go to find open file location. So you should be able to find this Windows System 32, and you should just be able to type in CMD and find it, or scroll down, and then you can just run this as administrator. Okay, but you can also find this master file that has all the regedits and everything that'll optimize your computer. Will be in the description of the video. Will also be up in the corner. Or at the end, you can actually click on the link that way, and then you'll be able to get access to the guide and how to optimize your PC through that. But what we're gonna do here is just paste in. That's not what we wanted. What? Okay, well, we're gonna go back to properties, copy that. I don't know what. I'm just having a day. All the things that could go wrong happen to be going. All right, so we've ran this through administrator. This bypasses any kind of firewall or anything like that and just pushes the exe to be launched through CMD. So yeah, just click I accept, next, install in C, install. And it shouldn't stop. Like if you ran it just normally, there might be a chance, especially on Windows 11, I've noticed that it might just stop and then say error. So files in use. Okay, so we need to close this. Close application. Okay, try again. All right, removing. And it should keep all your profiles, so just click finish and it should launch it. So there you go. Updated quick CPU, which you should see pretty decent editing for your CPU, especially if you have a newer 8th gen or 10th gen or whatever. You can modify the power plan and all that stuff in here. Also, that will be in the description in the optimization guide. You can modify the power plan however you want, really. So that has been done. We don't need to keep the file anymore. Okay, so we're gonna grab DDU now. Open archive, DDU exe. So that's also gonna be in a 7-zip, I guess. I don't know why it was wrapped up twice, but that's fine. Display driver uninstaller. Okay, run this as administrator. I'm just gonna show you quick. We're gonna have to restart in safe mode. Seems to be the first time you've launched DDU. Please know that by using DDU, depending on your problems and configurations, it could help to make things worse. You should have a backup. So read this carefully, okay? You should read the license, read me. You're not responsible for damage. Okay, so we're not gonna worry about all of that. It's knowing that we need to create a backup. Not in safe mode, right? It tells you right away that you need to be in safe mode. So we're gonna go to advanced. We're gonna go to system protection and we're gonna create. Okay, we're gonna just write the date, August 2nd. Backup. Okay, something like that. Just so you know what time and kind of generalize, okay, I remember making a backup around this time. That's probably the backup I want. Especially if there's any other programs that create backups, you just want to make sure you have a title that you can remember. It doesn't matter what it is. So we're gonna go restart in safe mode real quick. First thing you want to do. Is go down, so I can get the entire thing in frame here. Go down. And we're gonna go to settings, and you want to go to update security, recovery. All right, it's in recovery. Advanced startup. So this is the easy way. There's other ways to do this, but if you're able to get into Windows, just let me know in the comments if you're having a hard time. If you can't get into this, I'll let you know if there's an alternate way. But yeah, this is the easy go-to. Alright, so now that we're in the troubleshooting, we click here, go to advanced options, and then we want to go to startup settings. So, alright, we're going to enable safe mode. You might see a menu that looks blue, or you might see a menu that looks black. Mine looks black based on my BIOS settings, so we're just going to go to safe mode. Now that we are in safe mode, I'm just gonna zoom this in. I could pull up, recording and all that, but I don't know if it's gonna work as well in this particular boot up. So I'm just gonna launch DDU like this. Hopefully you can see. I'll zoom in on everything that I'm doing so that you can see properly. So we're gonna run this as administrator like we said before. Okay. So now that we have this open, you're gonna see something called options. So remember everything they said before? They showed this right after they warned us to start up or set it back up and to make sure we're in safe mode. Of course we are. So we could remove physics, we can remove all this stuff. I don't know why we want to remove physics honestly, but older games use that. So if you're playing like Borderlands or something, maybe you just want to reinstall it for performance reasons. I think we're good here. So we're gonna click close. And we're just gonna select GPU and Nvidia. We're not gonna do anything with Intel because this is specifically to show you that we can update to the newest driver and select features on NVINSTALL. So we're gonna do highly recommended clean and restart because that's what the recommended one is. If you don't restart, there may be a backup driver for your integrated graphics. If you don't have integrated graphics, you may have a black screen and you might have to go into safe mode an alternate way. So we're not gonna do that. And this is if you want to install a new graphics card, the bottom one here, clean and shut down for installing. Yeah, which I have on a laptop, so you don't need to install a new graphics card. But if you're on a PC, I would probably do this one. So we're gonna just set Windows device installation settings to default. Okay, we're not gonna reset anything. We're not gonna update anything. We're just gonna click clean and restart. Okay, and that should take a little bit, and I'll get back to you when it's done. Alright, I heard a little beep, and we're gonna restart now. For the same purposes of keeping this recording from crashing or anything like that, we're going to record straight from the camera again. NVINSTALLER. So we just want to make sure that if we're installing anything that we properly have you're able to watch the entire thing from start to finish. So we're not going to select the best driver from ours. There's no matching driver found. We're going to select show all versions, manually select a driver version. Okay, so there's selected, it says Windows 10 64-bit, but I wouldn't worry if you have Windows 11. What's the, I forgot which one DCH is. Hold on, I think that's like a quicker download. DCH versus standard. Hold on, I want to read this real quick. I think drivers from Nvidia, Microsoft, what is the difference between this? Functionally, there is no difference between standard DCH drivers while the base core component remain the same. This drivers package installs difference from previous standard drivers when directly comparing the two. It has smaller size and faster installation than the standard package. So I think we're gonna do the faster one for the sake of the video here, and why not? Install NVCLEAN on this machine. I don't know why I would need to install. I think we already have it, so. We're not going to check for updates or anything like that. So, all that's selected here is the display driver. Okay? What this is doing is we're removing all this extra stuff. So I'm going to zoom in here. That you don't technically need, like shadow play, GeForce Experience. I don't even record with GeForce Experience anymore. I stream now. So So honestly, recording games is just not something I'm going to be doing as much. If you absolutely need to record your game comparison, but the performance is almost no different if I do it from OBS Studio now. So I might as well just not have GeForce Experience on here. Telemetry, virtual audio. A lot of these drivers can be managed. So I think we're gonna have PhysX, but we didn't uninstall that, so we actually should be fine. Let's just do virtual audio just in case we need that. We'll do HD audio. We need C, Visual C 2017 runtimes, just to make sure that we have the correct ones for the driver. We don't have USB-C. Whoa, I never had streaming. Shield streaming service, never even used that. Oh. Okay, I don't know why that was. Alright, so there's update notifications. We don't need any of that. We'll just check online, or if there's ever, a new driver, we'll just click next. So that's it. Literally just selected a couple audio drivers in the display driver. That cuts the file down extremely. It's so much smaller now. Look how quickly this installed. I'm not even gonna speed this up because I saw this before and I was like, oh my god. And maybe it improves streaming. It probably improves CPU usage because a lot of these are running in the background while you're gaming. So the fact that we're just basically getting the light version of what the driver actually is supposed to be for us is pretty great. I don't know why we got the free vision up here. Installed that. Alright, the options on this page can be used for further customization for the driver installation. Disable installer telemetry and advertising, unintended express, perform clean installation. We already did that, so we're fine there. Install Nvidia control panel app, add hardware support, show expert tweaks. What's that? We're not going to disable Nvidia container. We can disable audio, interrupts. Wait, I don't want to enable interrupts. Disable HDCP. What's HDCP? I want to know what this is. We're not gonna disable any of these things. I just don't. All right, I just wanted to see what the expert tweaks are. We're gonna click next. Your customized installer is now ready. Please choose the next action. So we could build a package, but we're just gonna install. I think you could actually just install from building a package from that, but we're gonna just do it through this, and it's gonna launch as normal with the modified driver, as if it came straight from Nvidia. Isn't that crazy? Agree and continue. And we're not gonna do anything, we're just gonna do express. We could do clean, but I'm kind of curious now if I do clean install. Hold on. Graphics driver. Literally, that's it. Just in case, we'll do a clean install. In case there's anything floating around. I don't think you need to, but you might as well. Okay, so this is graphics driver installed 471.41, which is the latest. And then we click close. And we should restart our PC. Also, I noticed that 93% of my viewers are not subscribed. I have like maybe 3.8% that are actually subscribed. I might be wrong. I'll put up the statistics. Also, if anyone's not watched any of my videos, maybe just be a cool guy and go watch some of my older videos, or maybe share this one and help someone else out on how to install their driver or customize their Nvidia install. And I would appreciate that wholeheartedly. So it's really not that complicated after you've updated everything. You can go modify, or especially, okay, first I think we should modify settings, create and continue. So it's like we just got a brand new driver, all that stuff. Not everything's going to be optimized, and if you want to optimize your games, I can quickly show you. We're just gonna start modifying these real quick. I like to set the sharpness at 100 or its maximum to get the best, that I can at least see with my eyeballs. So we're gonna go to low latency. You don't need to select the low latency, but for specifics, if you're doing shooters or anything like that, or lower priority games, this might cause crashing if you have games that are higher or more demanding on your CPU, because this cuts down a lot of the processing that it takes to go from between your mouse to your monitor to your eyes and your GPU, everything, all the communication that gets cut down. So you can select this on or off. I'm going to select this on, but again, like if you're playing a lot of AAA games, you don't need that on right now, especially if it's like a story-driven game. It's not that big of a deal. So, but if you're having stuttering or anything like that, or lag, or just generally your games are not responsive, this is not going to save you just by selecting Ultra, by selecting game mode and all that stuff. You probably should optimize your entire PC, which here, this entire guide will walk you through that. Again, it's in the description of the video. So we're going to select the power management. Actually, I do want the OpenGL to be selected to that because I don't want any of my games. Okay, you can say prefer consistent or maximum. I've heard that consistent can be better on some games. I'm just going to select maximum. All right. So there's that. Texture filtering quality. We're on a GTX 1050. We don't need it to be. We're not playing at 1080p all the time. We're pretty much just going to only have optimizations. And this is not the entire list of optimizations. This is just going to walk you through the basics. Training wheels, if you will, for this. Okay, so I think we're good. We're gonna click apply. I would actually modify VSync through Explorer or Nvidia driver. So we're gonna go down. Even though we've selected the settings, you can still drag this to performance and click apply, and your settings will still be the same ones, but there's certain options that will be enabled through this that you're not seeing on here. So they're like, there's just a bunch of things that modify, like how OpenGL plays, how the full screen is modified, how much your GPU gets sampled, a lot of things like that, how your power delivery works. It's in the background. They just don't want to show you all that because they don't want you to fuck up your GPU. So we're gonna close that. So if you don't have NVIDIA Profile Inspector and you want to get the custom profile, again, master file, I'm gonna go into here. It's called the Ultimate. So if you want this, you can easily get it. You just gotta follow the guide. But this is just a quick rundown. We're gonna load up our settings. So this is only for people who are wanting to go a step further. Desktop. And then we will go to, where are you at? It's probably right in front of me, I just can't see it. There it is, right in front of me. Profiles. Save. Yes. No, cancel. So if you want to import a profile, you want to click the other arrow. I clicked the wrong one. Import profiles. Wow. Wow. All right. Ultimate profile. Profile successfully imported. Okay. So you see a lot of things that changed here. All right, we're still recording. I'm an idiot. I just want to make sure nothing stopped or anything like that, because it's crashed twice, and I'm like, God damn it. All right, fast sync, pre-rendered frames, all that stuff. Just click apply. There's a few things you might want to modify in here though. Specifically, if you want to do hidden. Okay, so if you go into here, anisotropic, and it says user defined off, and then there's off point. Hold on. There, okay, this is where the hidden ones are. Application control, you can say off linear. This pushes the texture rendering to a higher optimization. This is actually better if you want to select all of these. We'll go down. Okay. Like this OpenGL4 stereo off. Little settings like that you don't know about are going to be these were enabled by the performance option. Okay. So we got maximum GPU power, all that stuff, memory allocation, aggressive. You just want to double check, make sure that, you know, all of these are set. And these look fine. Sometimes they won't. Sometimes there's a setting in there that you need to go set yourself. And I would recommend going into the regedits folder, and just running optimize full screen, optimize games, the latency, probably priority. I would disable DVR. I don't know if that's, I don't think that's even installed. Okay. You can run all of these if you haven't ran these before, but those are just the ones I would probably run after a fresh install of your drivers. So we're gonna go to Task Manager, and we're gonna just see generally, okay, OBS Studio is only getting 30% of the GPU, which is not bad. CPU usage is not bad, but I just want to double check everything. Okay. So we're gonna go grab the latest version of hold on, closing these tabs. Precision X. Okay, so EVGA. So we're gonna get the latest one. The latest version. Oh yes. I don't know. So you can go standalone, Steam, or Game Bar. We're gonna go to standalone and get the Windows version or whatever. Okay. We're gonna open. Double click that. Should just extract quickly and pull out. You could just extract on your desktop and be like a smart person or whatever. I'm not that smart. So we're gonna install. Program now. There are a couple other things that I would recommend doing after installing your drivers. But we're gonna quickly just kind of modify and create a profile for our overclocks. Especially if it's already in there. I don't know if I even saved it, but whatever, we'll just quickly create one. Alright, so we don't have our old ones saved. Okay, for your memory clock, I would go around like maybe 600, 700. I like to push it a little bit. At 800, it just becomes a little bit unstable. I'm able to actually run this at 222. You could do 202 or 200, but honestly, there's not much of a difference. And then crank the voltage up, click apply, go to setup. I would just go start minimized, start previous settings on load. Hotkey, I'll set this to numpad 1, and we'll click apply. Save. And then click load, and we won't have our voltage set, so we're just gonna have to click apply that way. There's a way to just set the voltage to always go to 100 through the file, but I'll have to show you that later. Again, we'll go back to the master file real quick. If you don't have this in the zip folder, there may have been files removed through Windows. Windows Defender might have removed programs like MSI Mode Tool. So this might get blocked and we don't want that. So we're gonna type in the password, ARK, which is how you actually open the folder. Oh no, shit, I'm supposed to open that. Don't worry, this works. And if you have this, I'm just gonna keep on recording until it keeps crashing because I don't give a shit. Alright, we're gonna select this to high, okay? Because if this is... Alright, OBS keeps crashing and I'm just getting frustrated with it. Select that to high, that's all you have to do. God damn it. Alright, click apply and close. It might be because of the overclocking or something, but we're just gonna finish up that way. Again, in the master file here, if you have DirectX, I would recommend just opening up DirectX CPL on top. Direct draw, make sure you set to 90 Hertz, all that stuff. Click OK. If you're not getting proper, DirectX installations or anything like that, I will probably have to leave a link to the DirectX files. If your games just aren't performing super great after updating the latest drivers, that you can get the older DirectX 11 and DirectX 10 installers, which I have. So I'm gonna go to my resources folder here. I've not looked in here in a little while. So there's DX setup. Alright, so I accept, next. Just to make sure you have all the telemetries and API files you need. It's probably fine. So that's kind of generally what you do when you install your drivers. Most people are just gonna click update driver, cool, never gonna touch anything, plays game. But again, lower end system, you're gonna get much better performance probably out of doing this overall, especially if you're playing higher end games or you just don't want to have as much internet lag for your online gaming or streaming. Okay, I'm kind of an idiot. I forgot to show you. Also in here, you want to go Programs, Custom Resolution. it doesn't really matter what version you use, honestly. I just go, oh, we need to extract these real quick. We'll just drag this out here. Okay. Right click with 7-zip. Extract files. Okay. So I have 1.5. Okay, these have the Nvidia setting. I even know that's weird. Whatever. We're gonna run as administrator. So your settings, your refresh rate for your games, you might notice your mouse, especially if you're overclocking your monitor, you'll notice your mouse is like kind of choppy. So you're like, okay, cool. It's been put back to 60 Hertz. We're gonna put that back to what we set it to, 80. But make sure, I would recommend increasing it by 10 if your monitor can't handle much more, or 5, or go 65 Hertz, then 70 Hertz, and just test it out. Make sure it's all stable and everything like that. Oh shit, I meant to do 80. And you should be able to get pretty smooth. You'll be able to see more frames. At least the latency between 60 FPS will be lower because you're getting more refreshes. Yes, it will increase your GPU and power load, but not by much. It'll actually help out with overall, just if you're streaming or recording games or anything like that, your eyeballs will be able to pick up more information. You know, especially if you're playing shooter games or anything like that, you'll be able to pick up more information per frame, per interval, having lower latency, and overall just a better experience. So yeah, I just wanted to let you know that you can do that. And then I would also just click reset. So, hold on, I don't know why I closed it. So you want to do reset or restart, not 64, we'll just do, actually no, I would recommend doing the restart 64. Yeah, I know, that's the right one. And this will reset the driver, and then you can restart your computer. Click exit. I'm going to close everything out. Not a lot of people know all of this stuff, so it helps to know exactly what you're doing. This is actually the full how to set up your drivers, how to set up your settings. I just want to make it as easy as possible for you. I just want to prove to you that it'll set to 80 Hertz and it'll be fine. I don't want you to go, oh, I restarted my computer. It's not working. So, you notice my mouse. I don't know if you can actually see how smooth it is. Yeah, you can't. It's still showing up as like 30 or whatever frames, but over here we're gonna go to advanced display settings, and it should say 80 Hertz. I selected both as 80 because I don't want my games default setting to 60, which they can, and not switch to 80. So I just want to make sure it's the same refresh rate no matter what. So display mode, all of that stuff should say 80 Hertz. And everything should be good to go. So that being said, I'm Archeon. Thank you for watching. I hope you're having a good night or day depending on where you're at. Just want to let you know we have a Patreon. There's a donate in the description. I really appreciate anyone checking that out, especially if you want to subscribe. If you want to follow this channel, I'm going to be releasing more guides every so often, maybe 1 or 2 a week or more. I want to upload more often, so yeah, those donations would really help out a lot. I also have a Twitch channel. You can actually watch me do live streaming. I'm doing a Star Wars series right now, starting with the originals Dark Forces. I'm going to be doing Kyle Katarn's series with Jedi Knight, Outcasts, and all that stuff. So you can go check me out there. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.